Interesting take, no question about it. An analysis. David Corn, how are Republicans going to respond? I mean, it's been several hours. We haven't heard anything yet.
Well, I think they have a bit of a problem on their hands. And I think we now see why they were so vociferous in opposing this deal before reaching this milestone point. And there's no deal yet. There's just an outline. It still can fall apart in the next few months. But I think they are scared of being faced with two options, or having the public be faced with two options. One is trying a deal and seeing if that works and can be maintained and restrain the Iranian nuclear program, or in essence, going to war. I think it's pretty clear after what's happened over the last decade and so, the American public does not want to see another war in the Middle East. And yet, I think a lot of people on the right want to see that. But if there's a choice of a deal, advocating war is going to look really bad. I think they've kind of backed themselves into a corner, and they may be waiting for Bibi Netanyahu to try to lead them out of that corner, but it'll be a very hard mission given where the American public is these days.
One bit of irony here today is that you ran the Kerry campaign in 2004, Bob Shrum, and during one of the debates, Bob, your candidate and our now Secretary of State John Kerry was asked, what's his biggest concern? And he said nuclear proliferation. And here we are 11 years later, 12 years later, you've got John Kerry sitting across from the Iranians doing the deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I find that rather fascinating. What do you think he's thinking tonight?
Oh, I think he's, first of all, ideally suited for this job. But secondly, I think he's cautiously optimistic that this is a big breakthrough, that, as David says, it could fall apart, but I don't think it's going to fall apart. I think there's momentum behind it. And if that momentum is sustained, we're going to live in a kind of different world. Iran may even begin to become part of the international order again. So I think it's a very, very big breakthrough. It's going to make a fundamental difference, and I think it's a big feather in the cap for both Secretary Kerry and the President. And the Republicans, by the way, are way out on a limb on this. David's right about it. What are they going to do? Go to war?
Well, it is.